please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Hello and welcome to Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 9. This is part 6 of the semi-final round and the excitement continues to build up. Today, 3 teams get a chance to fight for a spot in the finals. At the semi-finals, contestants have to come up with marketing solutions for Indian Hotels Company's flagship hotel, Taj Hotels.
The Indian Hotels Company Limited started with the flagship hotel, the Taj Mahal Hotel, Mumbai, in the year 1903. In 2016, the organization articulated the purpose statement and the brand promise of "We Sincerely Care," all under the overarching umbrella of Tajness. Tajness is defined as a sum of experiences inspired by the nobility of Indian heritage and traditions. The brand promise is the cornerstone of Tajness and its strategy. The challenge for the contestants was to devise a strategy for a brand like Taj with such strong history, heritage and legacy adapt to changing customer trends, personas and journeys to keep reinventing the brand and be both relevant and profitable.
The 3 teams who will make their presentations today are Maven from Indian School of Business, Nimbu Markey from Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies and Team JBJ from IIM Bangalore. With that, it's time to introduce the jury members. We have Chinmay Sharma, Chief Revenue Officer, Taj Hotels; Karan Bhagi, Marketing Head, Surf Excel; and CNBC TV18's Anant Rangaswamy. Well, it's time to get started. The first team to present is Maven from Indian School of Business. Can we please have you on stage for your presentation? Welcome team. You have exactly 15 minutes to finish your presentation, after which you will engage in a Q&A round with the judges. Good luck and your time starts now.
With changing times, Taj needs to reinvent itself, not only to maintain its profitability, but to also ensure its relevance. Consumer behavior within the customer segments is evolving. One of the key game changers in the industry has been customer empowerment. Today, they have all the information that they need on their fingertips. Along with this, there are new players like Airbnb industry, which work on asset-light models and offer a unique experience to the customers. The spectrum of challenges is wide, which ranges from online travel agents' margins to new typology of inventory.
A consistent theme across our website and ad copy is best rate guarantee. But upon closer examination, we see that our prices are either not visible on high-intent channels like Trivago. Our best prices are also often not a unique feature, as is seen here. Many competitors consistently offer the exact same price as us, taking away a critical competitive advantage. We build and run crawlers to monitor prices for these properties in real time. We also use them to capture offers and deals that our competitor OTAs are offering and manipulate our room rents dynamically.
The next important part of our strategy is Taj Star Lifestyle Program. The Taj brand is synonymous with culture, heritage, and integrity. With this program, we aim to further augment the Tajness factor. We envision the Taj Star as a mark of excellence reserved for experiences at the pinnacle of their domain. The best restaurants, the most prestigious heritage and cultural experiences within the city will be considered for Taj Star. As a brand extension, we want to leverage the Taj brand and make it more accessible. This will help us to create top-of-mind recall and be a great social media engagement driver.
So one, we're using augmented reality for you to enhance your travel experience. So if you today look at a place, let's say you're here at the Gateway of India, right? Can you look through your app and see what the gateway looked like, let's say 50 or 60 years ago, 100 years ago when it was there? That, and the second is, when you're creating your travel experiences, there's a concept of bucket list, right? And can you make a bucket list with the Taj experience in mind? So these items, I think, that kind of make our solution stand out.
One point you made was that even our pricing is similar to competitors. So what is the recommendation? Should we be higher, lower? Because you almost made it sound as if it should not be the same.
So our understanding when we were approaching this pricing thing was that you should be at the same level that you are. The only thing where we kind of differentiated was when you're making that price promise, is your platform the one which is offering that price? We didn't think that there was anything week, and the price kind of corroborates to that. So we don't think that the price should be changed at all. Just the fact that the lower should be available on your platform.
Pricing is a very fleeting game to play, right? And it's a very expensive one at that. Yeah, but is there anything to get consumers to book directly versus the others, or no? Yeah, I kind of missed that. Huh?
The first thing that, and I think that like presence on all these channels, pan-channel presence, be it Google Hotels, be wherever customers are discovering and whichever part of the discovery funnel they're in, we need to be present everywhere. Currently, Taj is not present everywhere. So the thing is that even if our property has been listed by somebody else and they're doing the booking on our behalf, we need to be present there, because anybody booking a Taj property, a premium Taj property, would prefer to book it through the Taj, our internal channel.
Okay, you know, your Taj Star, I think it's a lovely idea when you first hear about it. Now my problem is it's a Taj brand and somebody else is using the brand. So Taj has no control over what is happening in that property. If somebody gets food poisoning in some restaurant, finally it's Taj certified. So negative rub-off comes onto Taj. So do you still think it's a good idea to do that?
What you're saying is a valid concern. However, what happens is also our equation with these restaurants is going to be a going concern. Restaurant or any other experience that we collaborate with. Once something like this happens, we can immediately revoke these privileges. We can revoke, because
so
we would also
has food poisoning and then I revoke it.
No, but of course,
do you have any idea what damage is done to his brand? Why does he have to do all this? Why can't he just say, if some customer asks the concierge, tell me a name of a good Chinese restaurant, tell him the name. Why do you have to go through the hoopla and take the risk of the damage to the brand?
What we thought was that we were promising experience to any type of customer who could potentially come to Taj or not, or is an experience connoisseur. So giving that, can we make the Taj name synonymous with that experience? That was the idea behind giving it a brand.
The judges definitely, it found both of these strategies found favor with the judges. The judges liked how comprehensive our analysis for developing, creating the foundation for the digital strategy was, and they also really liked the extension, the brand extension to the Taj Star lifestyle program.
It's time now for Team Nimbu Markey from JBIMS to share their marketing ideas for the case study, Taj Hotels. Can we please have you on stage? Welcome team. Well, the rules are pretty simple. 15 minutes you get to finish your presentation, after which the buzzer will sound out and that's when you have to stop, following which you'll engage in a Q&A round with the judges. Good luck and your time starts now.
The customer booking journey involves 5 stages: dreaming, planning, booking, experiencing and sharing. Adding technology to create personalization will be the way forward to create more value for the customer. The framework suggested has 5 steps. First of which is listing the technologies available in the market to influence customers at each of the stages in the customer journey. Second is identification of the technologies currently pursued by Taj. Third is determining the rate of use by our customers for these technologies. Fourth is optimizing the current technology stack in line with the usage analysis. Fifth is filling in the gaps with new available technology and assessing the impact on service.
The best way to tackle the online travel agents is to offer end-to-end service with the assurance and service excellence of Taj. This will be a long process and involve the following steps: proprietary algorithm with predictive analytics, integrated offerings, dedicated travel curator, assisted booking at competitive pricing, and in-trip support. It is search engine optimization to improve brand visibility during initial micro moments. SEO will ensure that brand is in the consideration of the customer even before the destination is finalized. For example, when customers search for top 10 places to visit in India on search engine, it should lead them to Taj website, which has a section where customer finds the relevant information, or it should lead them to a small video on Taj Hotel's YouTube page or Facebook page.
Some of the identified customer touchpoints are check-in and check-out process, in-room services and the loyalty rewards. Easy check-in and check-out process with a personalized experience enabled by technology, iPads to be made available in the rooms to assist customers throughout their stay, geo-targeted offers on amenities and ongoing activities in the hotel, technology-enabled lobbies and QR code assisted navigation. Now let us look at the key recommendations for this stage in detail. The easy check-in and check-out process. Staff carrying iPads to greet customers at the entrance, and the check-in process will be completed on the way to the room. Checkout process can be done at iPads present in the room or by notifying the staff through the app. This will ensure a hassle-free process for the customers as well as the staff. The second, installing iPads in the room. Features in the iPad includes everything right from controlling the room to room service.
First of all, we studied about the industry, hospitality industry, both in India and abroad, and how they are, reshaping to the digital disruption that is happening. Then we had a in-depth primary research supplemented with a secondary research as such. And then we, collated all of those and then came specific recommendations to affect the previously said customer journey at each of those points. And then we, sort of summarized with a couple of frameworks so that not only we can implement the technology, but we also can come back and evaluate and assess the performance of the technology as well.
If I have to walk away with, let's say, top 2 or 3 suggestions which are concrete in terms of what I should do, which will really differentiate me compared to the guys that we compete against in the marketplace, where would you, I think your approach was right, but I'm still looking for some concrete suggestions.
Yeah. The first one would be that what we are seeing is identifying the micro moments. When we are seeing a competitive advantage, either it has to be in the terms of pricing or a differentiating factor. So having the first mover advantage would be one of the things which we want to include in this thing. So when we are saying offering an end-to-end curated solution, identifying the micro moments at the correct time, and then dealing with that to offer an experience would be the first solution which we will like to highlight. And second would be, the first thing is the booking, and the main thing is the experience while they stay in Taj. So that's what we are saying when we say the iPad thing. So that also, that is the first thing which we would like to do as from Taj's side. So when we say that, it's like offering them a very good experience for the booking also, and offering them a very good experience while staying also.
Do you think it's, you could explore the thought of Taj saying we will not deal with these online travel agents, Expedia and all, they will not take bookings, they will only take bookings directly. Do you think Taj can afford to do that?
So specifically, it's not advisable to restrict the avenues for customers to reach us. So the moment we are trying to tell them that, okay, you cannot book from Expedia, so they might very well, okay, they are restricting my access to this particular, option to book them. Let me go to the competitor. So it would be, in the current age, it's not very feasible, because then people immediately start thing on social media that, okay, this organization is not allowing me to have that freedom specifically to have this book. So it won't be advisable to do that.
I think we did a justice to case. There were some points that judges told us that we could have implemented and made our solution more complete. But overall, I thought judges were happy with our approach and the solutions that we gave.
Well, on that note, we'll take a quick break, but on the other side, the third team on today's episode will show what they've got. It's time now for Team JBJ from IIM Bangalore to make their mark. Can we please have them on stage? Welcome, team. Let me quickly run you through the rules. You have 15 minutes to finish your presentation, after which you will engage in a question-answer round with the judges. Good luck, and your time starts now.
We conducted a brand association test with our consumers, of which a strong association came with all the parameters that are there on the screen. But 4 of them particularly struck us because the first one is standardized. So standardized here means non-personalized for the consumers, because we had explained these terms for them as well. The other one is limited value add, which we found really shocking, because Taj gives a lot of value added services on their premises. The third one is the old brand. So we know Taj is a traditional brand, a heritage brand, but definitely not should not be mentioned as an old brand. And fourth, no advertisement. So consumers feel that there are not enough advertisements for Taj, which could, so we believe this could bring in some positive reinforcement. These are 4 of the factors that we'd like to work on in terms of the marketing campaign. Then we need to, then we show exactly what are the values that are valued by the leisure customer and the business customer. We find that self-esteem and utilitarian values are 2 values which have a high score for both kinds of consumers. So basically these values, these messages we could draft during the formation of our marketing campaign. We've looked at the company market fit in terms of various parameters ranging from demographics, psychographics, benefits-based and usage occasions. We would like to highlight few of them. One of them is technology. So technology needs for business class is high, but the technology needs for leisure customers is from high to medium. And willingness to pay for technology is also on similar lines. Loyalty program seeker, as we know, the business consumer is not very high on loyalty program seeking, whereas leisure customers are high on that.
Now, if we look at what kind of technology and what degree of technology that has to be deployed in order to make Taj a success amongst the youngsters as well and in the new generation, we believe that there are 3 touch points at the front end that customer usually faces: the mobile app, the in-room technology, and of course the website. So if we can address these 3 touch points, we'll be able to succeed. Firstly, in the in-room tech, we need to provide tablets like many other hotels do provide. The tablet would be used to raise a service request and to control the room ambience such as temperature and lighting. Of course, we need smart devices and smart gadgets installed inside the room as room tech so that it can be controlled using IoT and provide a better, convenient and faster service to the customers. Now, if you look at the website, the existing website already has some really beautiful pictures, but we can add to the experience of booking a room in a Taj by adding 360 and VR pictures, so that customer actually really feels a wow again when he's booking, and the reluctance to book is actually overcome when he sees that. This will also enhance the channel strategy by bringing more customers from other OTA channels to their own website. If you look at the mobile app, of course, the mobile app can be used to to be able to make web check-ins possible in order to make your own phone into your room key by NFCs by pushing notification and travel itinerary to the customers when they are checking in or after they have checked in, so that they know what kind of local cuisines and local places to visit. Now, if you look at the backend would mostly be an enabler for the front-end tech, so that the customer gets a really wow and personalized experience that will be achieved through customer relationship management software, which would record customer preferences and prompt the service staff the next time the customer asked for something. Three major issues that we wanted to counter in this case. The first being how and what degree of technology should be deployed by Taj going forward. Secondly, how do we counter the indirect channels that are coming up, because they are not just competitors but can also act as collaborators at times. And thirdly, with the global brands coming in, how does Taj position itself and how does it counter those brands?
Why should he or she pick Taj over the others, and how does your strategy help build on to the differentiation or distinctiveness, if I may call it that? Yeah.
Where Taj stands out is the fact that it has a very huge cultural footprint. The fact that it is associated with Indianness, that's where it stands out, and that's why the leisure domestic customers would still prefer that. The international customers, of course, they prefer lack of variance across services, because if you visit a Marriott in India versus in NYC, you'd probably see the same experience, same Marriott, instead of different local experiences that you'd want to go for. And that gets a little bland for the leisure customer, of course.
You've got 94 people you've spoken to. Who are these 94? Have they been in a hotel in their lives? Yeah. Where are they? I'm questioning that. So please help me understand. A, do you question these four dark areas yourself?
So as I said,
question them?
During the slide itself, we said that limited value add is something that we do not agree to.
No, that is one.
That was shocking
for us.
Do
you agree with standardized?
In some aspects, we believe that it's a service, so it could not have been very standardized. But then at the same time, what we want to explain is this standardized is not different to, is not same as consistent.
If this study is wrong, then everything is wrong after that, because you're based on this study, right?
So this is a part of the brand association test. So apart from that, we also asked people different questions about how their memories were formed. We also did a consumer behavior analysis on what are the values that are important to them.
Why isn't a mono-branded approach good versus a house of brands? You think we should have 3 distinct brands?
Yes.
Yes.
And the logic is?
The logic is first that when you think about a brand, some particular distinct. So we believe that overall, all of these 3 brands would sit on care. That's there with Taj. But at the same time, the purpose for most of the gateway hotels is resorts. The purpose for most of Vivanta hotels is business. And also, we find that there's increasingly larger amount of leisure travelers in Taj. And also, the amount of service sophistication that would there be in Taj would probably not be available at lower price points. So maybe every brand has some brand's service delivery perceptions. If we go with the same brand, then we are inviting service gaps. And that's the reason why we believe that there should be a house of brand strategy or an endorsed brand strategy, apart from being a branded house. So Anant asked us that, some of the outcomes that you have in this test are probably not something that you can buy. So even we agreed that, 1 or 2 we had stated up front that no value add service is definitely what Taj does not stand for. Probably the standardized part, I wanted to explain it to him, so one of the problem was we had used standardized in 2 contexts in our slide, so that was an error from our side. It was standardized versus non-personalized, and not that everything is same, because in a service you cannot have everything as similar.
And with that, we have come to the end of part 6 of Lime Season 9 semi-final round. We'll be back next time with one last team as they present their marketing solution for their real-life case study, Taj Hotels. Until then, from the entire team, goodbye and thank you for watching.